I'm John Coleman, Chief Executive of the Land Development Agency. The objective of the design review is to consider the site in the context of a high-quality mixed-use regeneration project. We're seeking to create a new sustainable neighbourhood in Galway City with usable public amenity in a vibrant and inclusive development. The LDA is primarily here to help with housing supply, so a strong residential bias for the site has been sought. This project is massively important for the LDA, not only because of the major positive impact it will have for Galway, but because we want to deploy this inclusive, collaborative process again and again in multiple areas throughout Ireland. So we're really invested in making this process and the project a success that we can all be proud of.
Hello, I'm Catherine Megan, CEO of the RIAI. Design reviews are an innovative process that support clients identify a range of high-level ideas for a site with the aim of developing vibrant places to live and work for the benefit of the community. The process works by bringing architects in at the earliest stage of the project to provide their expertise and impartial advice to create visions to achieve the best for the site's potential. The analysis of the issues and concepts put forward by the architects will be of great benefit in informing the next stages of the project. Design reviews are particularly useful where a site is of strategic importance, as is the case in Sandy Road. The architects have considered the site in broad terms to examine how it can deliver a great place to live and work, but also add to the quality of Galway City. You will see from the ideas put forward by the architects the complexity of the issues that they have considered and how they've used their skills to bring forward a range of innovative and exciting recommendations specific to the site.
The success of any new development depends on its ability to create a sense of identity or place. Galway has a dual identity, a compact and robust city that has a deep and poetic relationship to its surrounding landscape. We propose that the Terryland Forest Park be extended and upgraded to create a new cycling and walking infrastructure which would deliver commuters from Sandy Road directly to the city centre to the south and business parks to the north. We are proposing to take inspiration from Galway's physical features, like the stone warehouses, the pedestrian laneways, the compactness, to make the housing blocks and their immediate surroundings. This type of housing should be simple, robust and easily maintained. Careful design will ensure that buildings and streets are characterful and humane. Our proposal aims to make a new city quarter that relates to the scale, sense of place and civility of Galway city centre. We consider that low-rise, high density is the most appropriate form of development for this site. We propose a network of streets and pedestrian and cycle routes that connect to the existing context. These streets set up urban blocks of a similar scale to the city centre. There is a main street that connects across the site from the southwest to the northeast and ties in with the existing road in Lisbon. This infrastructure is infilled with a dense carpet of 3- and 4-storey housing, arranged as urban blocks with laneways and shared gardens weaving their way through and forming a protected pedestrian realm. The Sandy Road site sits in the traditional siege position of the medieval city and becomes both an initial landing place for visitors and a first point of interpretation of the whole city. The urban design should start with the cotton factory on site. The site can leverage its history and context to determine a future of mainly residential use. All the stakeholders, residents new and old, neighbouring commercial interests and existing users who may be accommodated on the site must find a way to establish stewardship structures in partnership with the local authority for a phased development that will be crucial to long-term success. The site offers potential to connect the Terryland River Park all the way to Lochatolia. The proposal centres on extending the park into the scheme to create a distinct place to live with a clear sense of identity. It is about living in a park and not beside one. There is potential to repurpose the existing concrete barrel vault on site to accommodate startups and co-working, and this would offer an attractive mix to support Galway's ambition to be an innovative city. There is scope to provide various different building typologies so it becomes a garden neighbourhood for all ages and incomes. a housing-led, mixed-use neighbourhood for the 21st century, a place to live well by accident. Our proposals offer a sustainable way of building which suits Irish conditions, which is more than simply about numbers. It is about how people in Ireland actually meet and talk. The key points of this are suitable density, a requirement for a mix of functions and facilities, and a mix of occupants, and a need for an appropriate public space and identity in schemes. The aim of the new Irish housing should be to be original rather than simplistically modish, a model for the world in the 21st century. Option 1 presents a series of courtyard housing/apartment blocks 6 stories high. Option 2 develops a separate idea of streets, which takes its cue from the streets of medieval Galway set out in a lazy grid, much like the city below. The retention of the Sandy Road vaulted building is an important generator of this scheme, and it is proposed to retain and alter it as a community and cultural building opened to the new public space.
The old textile factory on the site came into City Council ownership back in 1985, so I think it's very timely, 35 years on, that the uses now which have outgrown the location be transferred to another location, and we work with our partners and other stakeholders to transform this part of the city, to do so in a way which is both imaginative, climate action friendly, climate friendly, and which will make it an urban quarter in which people really want to live because of the sustainable living opportunities it will offer. We're happy now to proceed with the next steps of the project, and we look forward to very imaginative plans emerging in the very near future, and we believe that this site with new housing at its heart can be progressed over a reasonable period. So it's a really exciting time, it's a very exciting project, and we look forward to playing our part in relation to its completion.